Hi, Del Mar students. This is Ms. Schubert, and I'm here with some important information for you. But first, some introductions. I want to introduce Mr. Gonzalez, who is one of our assistant principals, and he works with students with last names A to GI. Ms. Nguyen, who works with students from GO to O, and I'm Ms. Schubert, and I work with students with last names P to Z. And as we go through this information, we are grounding what we're talking about in these objectives: maintaining safety at school, both physical and social, emotional, promoting and encouraging academic and personal growth, setting students up for success, and partnering with you as students to make Del Mar a great place to be each day. One part of this is academic honesty. And this has become harder and harder as we have been working in remote settings, and we have been finding a lot of our information online for classes. So one thing that's very important for us at Del Mar is to maintain academic honesty, respecting others' work, having your own integrity, being honest in your work and authentic, and really only turning work in that is your own work. And there are consequences for academic honesty, including receiving a 0 on an assignment or test and having to follow up with an academic honesty contract, or perhaps even having that information reported to colleges. So it's something that we take very seriously.
Schools and student safety is shared responsibility. Mandatory expulsions. This is something that could get you expelled from our school. Possessing, selling, or furnishing a firearm. Brandishing a knife to another person. Selling a controlled substance. Committing or attempting to commit sexual assault or sexual battery. Possession of an explosive. Here at Del Mar, we have a anonymous tip line. If you see troubling behavior, somebody doing something, you can go on our school website and click on the link that you see there. Additionally, you can notify an assistant principal, counselor, our campus supervisor, or teacher or coach here on campus.
So as Mr. Gonzalez said, school safety is a shared responsibility. And so as part of that, I want to remind everybody that Del Mar High School is a closed campus. This means that if you have any guests or if any guests come to campus, they must check in the main office. In general, our gates must stay closed and locked during school hours. This means that if your friends are stopping by, to drop off your lunch or whatever, do not open the gate for them. They have to come in and check through the main office. And this also means that students, you got to stay on campus until all of your classes are over for the day. So where can you hang out? Anywhere that an adult can easily see you. So I'm going to go through some of those spots right now. The first is the quad, as you can see outlined here in green. Any benches and tables in the hallways. We got some nice tables with beautiful umbrellas going on here. We also have some lovely tables in the quad that you can hang out in. You can hang out inside the cafeteria. It's nice and air conditioned, especially on these hot days. It's a place that you can enjoy and eat your lunch. One of my favorite spots, and maybe I'm putting this spot on blast now, is the grass behind rooms 59 and 60. It's nice and shaded. The grass is lovely. And you can also hang out on the basketball and handball courts here, play some basketball, handball, whatever. So those are all areas that you can hang out during the school day. So where can't you hang out? That's going to be where, adults can't see you during the school day. So some spots would be the parking lot, especially in a car. Your car is not to be used as your locker. We have enough lockers here on campus for every single student to have their own locker. And we'll talk more about that in just a little bit. Behind any building, such as the ROTC portable, the math wing here, the science wing here, hanging out behind the pool or behind the tennis courts. We can't see you there. And so, that becomes a safety concern for us. We just want to make sure, that we can see you at all times to make sure that you're safe. Hanging out at the football stadium, the softball field, the baseball fields. If you are playing a pickup soccer game out in this field here, that's okay. You know, students oftentimes will just kick a soccer ball around, but if you're just going there to hang out, that is not a spot where you can chill. And pretty much anywhere that is off campus. So this is our campus here. All of these areas are a no-go, including the McDonald's down the street, which we know is very popular, but that is not a place that you can hang out because we can't see you from here. Okay, so to the lockers and bike racks. Again, for the purpose of safety, we ask that you not ride your bike or your skateboard or your scooter or anything like that on our campus. So we do have bike racks between the K and J wings, as you can see here. This is the Student Service Center, so the bike racks are right in between there. We've got these brand new beautiful skateboard lockers here between the E and F wings. As you can see, a student is taking advantage of that right there. We love that. Every student should have their own locker. And in order to get that locker, you can email Mr. Jones. There is his face. We love him. His email address is bjones@cuhsd.org. Just email him, request a locker, and he will email you back with your locker number and the code for your lock. Okay, so onto the dress code. What can you wear? Pretty much what we're asking is that students always wear minimum safe attire. So, you know, you got to have a shirt with fabric that covers the front, back, and the sides, you know, where your ribs are. Pants, jeans, or an equivalent, a skirt, sweatpants, leggings, a dress, shorts, whatever. And you got to make sure you wear shoes. Again, this is just pretty much in compliance with safety. There's going to be some courses that require specific clothing, such as your, you know, athletics, PE, your ROTC classes. If you're maybe being asked to do a presentation in job readiness or whatever, then, you know, you will need to comply with the expectations of your class. Our dress code, though, is not really focused on covering bodies in any particular way or, you know, promoting culturally specific attire. So some things that we've been getting asked a lot, and a big shift from our dress code that we've had in the past, is whether or not students can wear hats and beanies. And the answer to that is yes. Hats, caps, beanies, all of that moving forward students may wear that. The other big thing is hoodies. Students may wear hoodies on campus and the hood can be worn over the head. The only exception is that the face and ears has to be visible to the staff. And the ears is only because, you know, we want to make sure that you don't have AirPods in and, you know, that you're that you're able to focus and listen to what's going on in your class. Okay. But what can't students wear? So again, in alignment with the goals of our presentation, it's really just about creating an environment where students feel comfortable and they feel safe. And so any clothing that has images or language that creates a hostile or threatening or intimidating environment, we're going to ask you not wear that. So that includes hate speech, profanity, pornography, and any images or language that depicts violence, drugs. So, you know, Cookies is a really popular brand that we see all the time. You will be asked to flip that inside out. I've seen a couple of students in Cookies masks. We will be issuing you a different mask if that's the case. A new favorite is the Henny logo. We know that that is, you know, a depiction of alcohol, and so that is not allowed on campus.
Okay, so now we're going to talk a little bit about attendance and school connectedness. So to start off with, just some information about why student attendance is so important. And if you look at this chart, I circled a couple parts here to highlight that importance. By 9th grade, chronic absence becomes a better predictor of a student dropping out than 8th grade test scores. So your attendance, especially starting in high school, is going to be a bigger predictor of whether you're going to graduate on time with your cohort, your friends, than anything really you've done so far in school. So that's why it's really, really important to be here every day, be in all of your classes on time every day. Also, between 8th and 12th grade, a student who is chronically absent, that means more than 10% or more of the school year, is 7.4 times more likely to drop out. So again, there's a big connection there between attendance and your success in school. These are just some more statistics about that importance, attendance predicting graduation. And looking at this chart over here shows the percentage that of students that graduated in 4 years based on days absent per semester. So very, very high rates, 0 to 4 absences. And then when you go down to the other side of the chart, you have 40 plus absences, 35, 30, the numbers get very small. But notice even 5 to 9 absences a year can make a huge difference in that success toward graduation. So we really want you to try to aim to be in school every day, as long as you're healthy and on time every day. This is some data from Del Mar. So this is particular to Del Mar students. And the last time we had a normal school year was 19 and 20, 2019, 2020. So this shows the first semester, the percentage of students with D's and F's, all students, and then students, the darker color students with 3 or more truant periods, so absences. So again, the correlation there between academic success and being at school is very, very high. Same thing with GPA. Higher GPA if you are in school every day. So our attendance expectations: arrive to school on time every day. Don't be tardy to classes. That includes not, intentionally being tardy by hanging back with your friends. Only stay home when you are sick, but please do stay home when you are sick. If you have fever, chills, body aches, other symptoms of COVID, or just general symptoms of being sick, do not come to school, have a parent call in. We definitely don't want you here when you're not feeling well, and we want to protect everybody else as well. Communicate with us. We know that stuff comes up. So if you need to let us know something's going on, make sure to have your parent or guardian call in to excuse those absences, like for a doctor's appointment. And again, really aim for over 90% attendance rate. All right, this is a quick quiz, and I'm not going to give you very much time because we have a lot to cover. But which of the following counts as an excused absence or tardy? So see how you do. Which of those count as an excused absence or tardy? I overslept. I'm going on vacation with my family. My dad had car trouble. I had to babysit my sister. I didn't study for a test, so I'm going to stay home. Okay, let's see how you did. So kind of a trick question. None of those are excused absences. The only things that are really excused absences would be illness, medical appointments, religious holidays, court dates, funerals. There's a few others in there, but for the most part, those are excused absences. Everything else, including going on vacation with your family, your parent allowing you to stay home because you don't feel like going to school, those are all considered unexcused. We do understand that things come up, car trouble happens, right? All of those things come up. So just reach out to us for help and support, and we can certainly help you address any attendance concerns you have. Also, we are going to be doing some recognitions this year for good attendance, and also some interventions to help those students that need a little bit more support to get back on track with attendance. We have some rewards for good or improved attendance, and you'll be finding out about one of those later this week. Daily live calls home from our office to notify parents and guardians. So live calls meaning someone from the office will be calling your parent, not just the automated call. So we really want to try to reach out early, let your parents know, make sure they know where you are, make sure we know why you're not on campus, so you can expect those calls home as well. We will be reaching out to help you, and then we also will provide some support for you in an after school homework center to help you get back on track if you're struggling in classes. And then finally, privileges like dances, sports activities might be restricted if your attendance or tardy concerns continue. So that is one intervention that could occur. And connection to school, one way to really promote that attendance and feel like you have something to look forward to every day is to get involved in school, even beyond academics. We have a lot of school clubs and activities. We have a lot of leadership opportunities for you to attend events. We've got our homecoming football game coming up on September 23rd and the homecoming dance on the 24th. So get involved. If you have any questions about that, you can stop by room 28 to see Ms. Shembri, or you can email her. And you can also connect to athletics. So the seasons of sport are listed right there. If you're interested in any of those, you can reach out to our athletic director, Mr. Castaneda. Sports is another great way to really stay connected to school and keep that attendance up.
Social, emotional, and physical health. We are lucky this year that the district office have granted us a social worker. So we actually have a wellness center in room 83, which is the portable closest to the student parking lot. We encourage all students to check out the wellness center. We have a full-time social worker with tremendous amount of experience helping students' mental and physical well-being. In the wellness center, we'll provide students with resources, a safe place to go, give students a chance to take a break, and a place to grab a snack. It's a place where all students are welcome. Additionally, coming back, we're lucky that we have Castley counselor back on campus. Right now, we have him for 3 days. It will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're in the works to get a full-time Cassie counselor that would be here 5 days a week. A Cassie counselor provides on-campus individual, family, and group counseling sessions, crisis intervention and treatment, proactive mental health education, and peer mediation. And lastly, we have Danny Chavez, who is the executive of the Empowering Our Communities for Success. He runs a boys and girls group, 2 groups in the fall, 2 groups in the spring. He's runs the group like a big brother, big sister. He's a role model for our students that help our kids who have challenges. He mentors them, gives them individual counseling, and runs after school tutoring support. For more information, you could visit the Del Mar website, delmar.cuhsd.org, to review all the resources we have that we offer all students. Thank you, Del Mar. We look forward to having the best year, 21-22. Go Dons.